Hi, welcome to Pauly's Crochet Creations. I'm Tori, your hostess. Today's video is going to be a Lovie blanket around a hair tie. And I have a blanket just to show you. So this is the blanket that I'm going to be doing. It's all double crochets. You start at the center and you work your way out. This is one that I made up for a friend. Patsy from Patsy's Crochet asked me if I could actually do a tutorial on this, and I told her that I would. Rose from Rose Likes Crochet held up a Lovie that she makes, the Lovie blanket around a hair tie. And she said that she got the idea from Z, or Zelda from ZRJ3. So I sent a message to Zelda asking her if I didn't want to step on anybody's toes and I'd like to do a tutorial on it. So the credit goes to Z for the thinking of the idea. Thank you very much, Z, for allowing me to do this. But like I said, I totally love doing these blankets, and I did a bunch up for donations this year, but unfortunately I couldn't donate them because the stuffed animals that I wanted to use were from MCC, and they can't take secondhand stuffed animals, so I couldn't donate anything this year. So what you will need is you will need a crochet hook. The yarn says 5.5 millimeter, but I'm using a 4.5 millimeter because I like my stitches smaller and closer together. Okay, you will also need a pair of scissors to cut your yarn. You will also need some yarn. I am using Craft Smart value stripe yarn. They actually did something to their yarn to make it softer, and this is actually quite a nice yarn. I really like it. It is machine washable and dryable. You don't iron it and you don't bleach it. It's a medium 4 weight, 5.5 millimeter knitting needles, or a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook. It is 100% acrylic yarn. Inside these labels are patterns. It is 120 gram ball or 4.2 ounces. The pattern that's on the inside of this label is a knitting pattern. And the yarn is actually made in Turkey. The color is just a lot number. I can't find the name. So the lot number is 89519-1. But it actually is a very gorgeous color. So without further ado, we're going to get started on this Lovie. I've already tried this video once. Now what I like to do is I actually like to tie the Lovie to the hair tie. This way it actually anchors the Lovie. So I'm going to take my crochet hook, I'm going to hook up a piece of yarn, and then I'm going to yarn over and I'm going to pull it through. Okay, so there is my stitch. You need 36 single crochet around this hair tie. 1, under, pick up a loop, yarn over, pull it through, that's 2, under, pick up a loop, yarn over, pull it through, that's 3, under, pick up a loop, yarn over, pull it through, that's 4, under, pick up a loop, yarn over, pull it through, that's 5, under, pick up a loop, yarn over, pull up through, that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I'm going to let you continue on, and when I get to 32-ish stitches, I will start the video again and I will show you the second step. "33, 34, 35, and the last stitch, and if you don't have enough room, just move it over, and 36. Okay, so we got 36 stitches, and there's your first stitch. So we're going to slip stitch into that first stitch to join. Okay, so there's your 36 stitches around the loop. Okay, now you need to, I chain 3, you can chain 2, but I chain 3. So chain 3. Okay, now you're going to do 2 double crochet. I'm going to start off with the corner. This way I don't lose count and I don't mess up. So you're going to do 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet in the same stitch as the chain 3. Okay, so you yarn over, drop a loop, you got 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. That's 1 double crochet. So now you have 2 double crochets because this stitch here counts as a stitch. So 1, 2 double crochets, chain 2, and back into the same, pull up a loop, you got 3 loops on your hook, 1, 2, 3, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. In the same stitch, yarn over, drop a loop, you got 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. There, you've just completed a corner. So 2 double crochets, 1, 2, chain 2, and 2 double crochets. Now we're going to do a double crochet in the next 8 stitches, and then in the 9th stitch we're going to do another corner. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we've done 8 double crochets. There's your corner. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 double crochets. Now in this next stitch we're going to do 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets. Okay, so yarn over, put your hook through the loop, pull up a loop, that's 3, pull through 2, and pull through 2. That's 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, then we chain 2 because we're doing a corner now, and then same stitch, 1, and 2. Okay, so now we've done another corner. 2 double crochets, 1, 2, chain 2, 2 double crochets, 1, 2. Okay, so now we're going to do in the next 8 stitches, we're going to do a double crochet in each of the stitches, and then in a 9th stitch we're going to do another corner. So let's get started. So we're starting in this stitch here, right next to this corner. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, so you're going to go from the corner, this corner here, so you don't count these 2 stitches, you count from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and this is the 8th stitch. Now the 9th stitch, so not this one here, right next to that. This stitch here, we're going to do 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets. So yarn over, put your hook through, you go 2 double crochets, 1, 2, now we chain 2. Okay, and we're going to go right back into that same stitch as these 2 stitches. Then we go 2 double crochets again, 1 and 2. So now we've done another corner. So that will be 1. So you got 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets. You have 8 stitches in here. Then you have 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets, 8 stitches in here, and then you have 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets. Okay, so now in this little section, sorry, I'm trying to straighten out my yarn. Okay, so now in this little section here, we're going to do 8 double crochets. Then in the 9th stitch, we're going to do 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets, and then we're going to do 8 more double crochets. Okay, so let's get started. So in the next stitch, this one here, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, so we've done 8 double crochets after these 2. Okay, so we're going to count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So in this stitch here, it's going to be our corner. So we're going to do 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets. Okay, 1, 2, chain 2, 2 double crochets in that same corner, or in that same stitch. So that makes the 4th corner of our Lovie. Okay, so as you see, 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets. Now there should be Sorry, I'm fighting with my yarn. Now, there should be 8 stitches left from here to here. So we do 1 double crochet in each of the stitches, and then we join to the top of this stitch here. Okay? So, this is the next stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, so now you're back to where you started, right here. So you count up 3 stitches or 3 V's, 1, 2, 3, and then you slip stitch right into here. Okay, and I usually slip stitch to the corner because I find it easier starting off in the corner. That's just me. I'm giving you the basics, and you can decide which way you want to do it. Okay, so that's the beginning of our Lovey blanket. Now, I'm going to do probably 3 more, maybe 4 more rows with you, and then you can, I might even show you how to do a border, maybe not. But I'll do a few more rows with you so that you can get the idea of how it's working up. So we're going to start the second row. And the second row, you chain, I chain 3. A lot of people chain 2. Okay, so I chain 3. And in the corner, you always remember that the corner is always going to be 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets. So this stitch, this chain 3 counts as 1. So we do another double crochet, chain 2, and 2 more double crochets. 1, 2. Now there's no need to actually count on this next row. You just make sure that you put a stitch in every single stitch across. This corner here, it always gets hidden, like some people have it hidden like that. You do have to, that's the beginning stitch. This here's a beginning stitch. So you do have to put a stitch in there. Okay, so just put a stitch in every single stitch across until we get to the corner. And like I said, there's no need to really count the stitches. Because it actually should just work out. But don't forget to always put a stitch in that one corner. Because I did a swatch before, and I might do a tutorial on that, but I did a small swatch of skipping that one stitch compared to actually getting that one stitch, and getting the one stitch actually squares your work out. So if you miss it, your work will look more rounded. Okay, so now we're in the corner. Okay, so we're gonna do 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. After we do that, I will show you what it looks like from corner to corner. So we're doing 2 double crochet, chain 2, and 1, 2 double crochet. Okay. Now Now this is what it's gonna look like. Okay, so you got your corner, 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. Then you put 1 double crochet in each of the stitches across until you get to your corner. When you get to your corner, you do 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets. And we're going to do that from here to here, and then when we get to here, we're going to do 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets in that corner. So like I said, don't forget to get that little stitch in the corner. If you have to move your stitches over to see it, then move your stitches over a bit. Okay, so 1 stitch in each stitch across. Now I'm showing you the Lovie blanket that I like to do, because if these are for little children, their fingers and their arms won't get caught in between the holes. It's more solid than the traditional or classic granny square. In one of my books, this is actually called a plain granny square, and the other one is called a traditional granny square. Okay, so this is the last stitch before the corner. Okay, so now we're in the corner. So we're going to do 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets in this stitch. Okay, so 1, 2 double crochets, chain 2, and 2 double crochets in that same stitch or that same corner. Okay, so there is what it looks like from that corner to that corner, and you have a stitch in each of the stitches starting at the corner stitch. Okay, each of the stitches, then you do 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets. So now we're going to do the next row. Okay, don't forget that corner stitch right there. Got to get that one. Okay, so 1, you start in that one. Okay, so 1 stitch in each of the stitches, now I'm going slow so that people can actually understand what I'm saying. And this what I'm showing you is in US patterns. I'm not going to get into terminology of US and UK and whatnot. Like I said, this is US double crochets. I'm not advanced enough to sit here and go, well, this is this and this is this in the UK. So I'm just showing you the US terminology. Okay, so now we're into our corner again, and that's where we do 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets. So 1, 2 double crochets, then we're going to chain 2 and 2 double crochets again. Okay, now we're going to do from this end to this end. Don't forget that little stitch in the corner. Okay, make sure you get that, because that stitch will actually square up your work. If you miss that, your work will actually look a little bit more rounded. That's how I can describe it. I'm actually new to crochet. I have only been crocheting since 2018. So I'm a new old rookie, is what I guess you would call me, a new old rookie. I do learn some new stitches and stuff. I've just learned some stitches for a baby blanket. I found out that a co-worker is 4 months pregnant and is going to have a baby in 5 months, and she told me that it's going to be a baby girl. So I got a baby blanket to make. Okay, so we're back at the beginning, and then we're gonna, this is 1, 2, and we're gonna slip stitch to this third one right up here. So we slip stitch, come on, to there. Okay, now like I said, I like to slip stitch into the corner, so that's there. So I go through this one to slip stitch, and I go right into the corner, because like I said, I find it easier to start off in the corner. So that's what your square is looking like now after 2 rows. So I'm going to do the 3rd row quickly, and then I'll show you what it looks like. I'll kind of stop in this area here, and then I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back and I've done half of the square. I will do the rest, the other half of the square with you, and that'll be around 3. Okay, so I've done up to the, I've done the first corner, the second corner. Now I'm doing the 3rd corner. Okay, so I've put a stitch in every single stitch across. I've done my 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets in the corner, and you can tell where the corner is because you'll have a hole in each of the 4 corners along here. Okay, so I'm going to do my corner now, and like I said, it's 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets. So that's 1, 2 double crochets, then chain 2, and then back in the same stitch, 2 double crochets. Okay, then always get this stitch here because it's always the one that gets hidden if you have your stitches over this way. So make sure you pull your stitches over and get that stitch there as the starting stitch, and do a double crochet in each of the stitches across. So a message for Patsy from Patsy's Crochet. The box that you sent out on December 1st, 2020 has finally reached Lethbridge on January 2nd at 12:40, I think it was, in the morning or in the afternoon, and has been processed. So I will most likely get that box on Monday. I won't be doing an opening until Wednesday. I have made it firm, and I have decided that in order for me to do an unboxing, I actually have to be off work. I go to work Monday and Tuesday. I get off Wednesday morning, so probably Wednesday night is when I will open that box. So we're in the corner now, and we do 2 double crochets, then we're chaining 2, okay, and then we're doing 2 double crochets again, 2 double crochets, and then we're going to stitch in every single stitch across with a double crochet, and always make sure, like I said, always make sure you get that one corner stitch that everybody forgets. Okay, so double crochet in each of the stitches across. Patsy thinks I'm gonna cave, and I'm gonna do an unboxing as soon as the parcel comes in. If it comes in on Sunday and it's delivered to me on Sunday, which I highly doubt it, then I'll do an unboxing on Sunday. But if it comes in on Monday, because I have to go to work on Monday, I won't be doing an unboxing until Wednesday, because like I said, I work Monday night and Tuesday night, and my shifts are okay. So we're going to slip stitch, and we need to go 1 2 3. So we're slip stitching into this stitch here, right here. Come on, you can do it. Come on, get in there. I like to have 2 stitches and then the stitch on the bottom when I slip stitch. Okay, so slip stitch. Okay, now this is 1 2 3 rows. I will do one more row with you, so we have to slip stitch here and slip stitch here. So I will do one more row with you, and then I will let you go on your own. So far this is what it's looking like for the granny square around the hair tie, and it will grow as you do each row. It will get bigger. You can make these lovies as big as you want or as little as you want. So if you have a tiny little lovey, then this would be perfect for a tiny little stuffed animal. You just adjust the length of your lovey, or the length of your lovey blanket to the stuffed animal that you're going to use. So you take the I always put a little stitch marker in here, and if I'm using a teddy bear, I will take and I will measure how long I need the lovey by putting this around the head of the lovey. That way I can measure how long I need it. But I will show you how to do that in another video. So this last row, you're going to chain 3. And we're starting off in the corner, so it's 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets, okay? So 1 2. Now if you want to get creative and you want to do 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets in the corner, then by all means, whatever you want to do, just get a little bit of creativity going here. I just do 2 because, well, I like the number 2 for some reason. Again, always make sure you get this stitch here, and you do a stitch in each of the stitches across. Okay, and then when you get to the end, you do 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets, and then you proceed on with the next side. I try not to talk a lot, because talking wears out your vocal cords. so then I start getting a little hoarse and a little dry when I'm doing the videos. Now, this year, because now we're in 2021, this year I do have more plans on ordering from other companies. I do want to order from Lovecrafts. I have an order in my cart right now, and that's about $124. But I do want to order from more companies. Okay, so we're in the corner. We're going to do 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets in the corner. I also want to order yarn from Hobbii, Hobbii, because I hear wonderful raving reviews about Hobbii yarn. So I have an order in that cart. I also have an order for Hobium, because there's some yarn that I like using with Hobium. The Lovie that I showed you at the beginning of this video is the yarn that I ordered from Hobium, and I just love that yarn. It is a number 3 yarn, and you can get it in various different colors. I do have an order for 2 5-packs of the pink and 2 5-packs of the purple colors. So that's going to be coming this year. I also am planning on ordering a big order from Ice Yarns when I get my income tax done, and have an unboxing there. I do have a lot of yarn reviews that I want to do, and I also want to do a tutorial on my 5-point Lovie and my 6-point Lovie that I figured out, and that will come at a later date. So it'll be a video of the normal granny square and then the plain granny square. This is what we refer to as the plain granny square, the one I'm working on right now. And then we're in the corner again, so we're doing 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets. This video is going to be a long video. I'll forewarn you right now because we're at 38 minutes. And we do the stitch in the corner, and then we go all the way across again. So what I'm going to do is, when I'm done getting this round done, I will show you what it looks like, and then I'm going to let you go on your on your way. I'm going to continue on with this Lovie, and when I get the Lovie as long as I want it, then I will come back and I will show you what it looks like. And I also want to show you how to do the border, my border that I like to do. I've taken a little bit from one border and a little bit from another border and just combined them, and they actually work out pretty good. Patsy from Patsy's Crochet, she says I'm going to call it the Victoria border because you created it, and she just loves the border that I do. So I will actually come back and I will actually show you how to do the border that I love doing on these Lovies. And the border actually gives it a little pizzazz, or je ne sais quoi, or whatever you call it. So we're in the corner. We're going to do 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets. Okay, don't mind my cat. My cat is coming and bugging me. So we're doing 2 double crochets, then we're chaining 2. And then we're doing 2 double crochets again. Okay, and then we just have this section here to do. So we have from this corner to this corner, and it's a double crochet in each stitch. Don't forget the corner stitch. Okay. Come on. Yes, my cat is such a beautiful little boy. Sometimes he can be a pain in the butt, but his mama loves him. Let's try that stitch again. I know he's going to try and play with the yarn because he always does that when I'm busy. Okay, and the next stitch. And in the next stitch. And in the next stitch. I'm surprised that he hasn't tried to attack what I'm doing, because it's flipping around in his face. Because he usually does that. He'll attack what I'm doing. Actually, all the cats are like that. I have 7 cats, so. And yes, they're all fixed. And they all love their mama and their papa. The one that's sitting in front of me right now, his name is Thunder. And he is such a... When he was a baby, I used to hold him in my arms, and I used to wrap him up in a blanket. And when he wants me to do that, he'll come up to me. I'll do that, and he'll actually sleep on my lap or my chest or whatever, and he'll sleep for hours. So we're in the corner again, and that's the final corner. So we're in the corner, and we're going to slip stitch to 1, 2, 3. We're going to slip stitch in here. And you were rolling in the rim. You were rolling around in the dirt, weren't you there, Thunder? Go, go. Thank you. So we're going to slip stitch in here. And then we're going to slip stitch in here into the corner. And we're going to pull it tight. I always do an extra knot. Now this is where your scissors come in. Okay. Now I'm going to pull that out. And this is where your scissors come in, because you're going to snip that. Now some people do it like an extra long thing so they can sew it and then snip half of it off. I usually just do a short one. Okay, so I've snipped that off. Now this is what your square looks like as it's worked up. And yes, it will sit kind of funky because of it's around a hair tie, is what I'm trying to say. So around a hair tie, you're still going to have that hair tie pulling it out. So this is the right side, and you can tell the right side because the right side has the ridges here, right? And this is the wrong side. It has no ridges on here. Okay, and that's how you can tell. So if you're looking for the right side, you lay it down and you'll see a ridge across here, like so. That's the right side of your work. Okay, so that's what the square looks like. Like I said, I'm going to let you go on to finish the square yourself, to do how many ever rows. I usually do, my average Lovie is 13 rows of the yarn that I'm using. So I would do 13 rows of this yarn. Then for the border, I do 2 rows of the border. So 1 row of the solid, and then 1 row of my border, my shell picot border is what I call my new border. Somebody may have already done this border, but I don't know. I just kind of winged it. And it looks actually pretty good. I'm going to include in the video a few pictures of the Lovies that I've made, and I want to thank you very much for watching this video. You guys have a great day. A happy New Year, and you keep on hooking. So thank you very much for watching this video, and have a great day. I hope you like it. If you like this video, hit the like button. And hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed to my channel. Thanks again for watching.